I gotta admit, sometimes I have horrible nightmares about playing this game. Hey, I am the Game Collector, and this is Second Opinion Games, and today I do the review of Harmony's Nightmare for, well, the homebrewers and all of us.
Second Opinion Games.
Harmony's Nightmare is a rather creative homebrew game created by a man called Mr. Reaper. It's supposed to be survival horror puzzle, but there's really not much of a puzzle aspect to the game. It's about 4 parts long, and it starts off with a pretty redhead asleep in her bed, getting ready to have one of the craziest dreams of her entire life. And this game is not going to be easy. Spoiler alerts here, I will beat this game before the night's over, even if it freaking kills me. And it just might, because holy crap, do things get difficult really fast. See, in the first stage of the game here, you're flying in an overhead fashion and trying to collect these notes. Right off the start of the game, you'll actually be attacked and lose about 100 notes. You need at least 100 to beat the game. Also adding to the horror of this is the fact that there is no note counter whatsoever, so you pretty much have to count them yourself. And good luck trying to count them when these snakes are flying at you as fast as freaking possible. This first stage is an absolute nightmare, and if you get hit after only swallowing 10, you have no shot at beating this game. You need a minimum, and I mean minimum, of 25, hopefully as many as 40, in order to have a shot at beating this game. So, I had my wings clipped right around number 25. Oh, crap. Now I'm into the next pit. And here, the game switches things up a notch. It starts off easy enough, but every single time you gain a note, more snakes come out of the walls. I eventually figured out the best possible way of doing this level was sticking all the way to the bottom, getting to the vicinity of the note, and then working my way up. This led to quite a bit of notes, and my heart did stop every time a snake came relatively close to me. This is also extremely difficult, relatively quick, and mostly because you start getting cocky and then you die and die again. And when you die, it's kind of like, well, you'll see. So, you do eventually get yourself bitten by a snake, and then all the snakes go away. At this point in time, try and grab as many notes as you can, but don't get too cocky, because once that snake bursts from the wall, it's going to try to kill you. So you have to escape off to the right-hand side as quickly as possible, with also gathering some notes in order to beat the game, so you better run. And it's time to run indeed. This time, this very large snake is chasing you, and you're on the backs of smaller snakes. Using them as platforms, the longer you hold the jump button, the higher you go. Now, you can't hold it indefinitely, of course. After a couple seconds, you come back down, but you can jump a rather far amount of spaces. Also, as you collect the notes, it goes faster and faster, getting more and more intense, and this just makes my hands sweat. Also, you need probably around a minimum of 25 notes here to even have a shot at beating the game. So, this can be extremely frustrating. So not only do you have to be on your A game for the first section, you also have to be on your A game for the second, and also doubly so on your A game on the third. If you even flinch the tiniest bit here, there is no chance of you surviving. But eventually, you will fall, usually because you didn't hold the jump button in long enough, and that just leads us to the last peril of this game. And this time, it's similar to a game called Man Falls Down. See, the snake is up at the top of the screen, and if you reach the top of the screen, you're dead. However, where it differs from the game Man Falls Down is it doesn't really matter about the bottom of the screen because there'll always be a snake there to catch you. Also, try to grab as many notes as possible here. This is at the point where I die and die again. Usually, I need about 17 to 20 notes before I beat the game. I just lose, and lose horribly, time and time again. I probably tried this a good 50 times. Each time getting a little closer, but never coming within 10 notes of winning the game. And when you die, it looks like the snake eats you in the form of a weird type of feminine area. Yeah, that's a little dark, but seemingly fitting. Harmony has some crazy dreams. I will beat this game. I keep on pushing on and pushing on and pushing on, having one of the best games of my life, only to completely screw it up on the third level with only getting a handful of notes, keeping track in my head until I reach this Man Falls Down level, in which case then I completely stopped keeping track of notes because everything is moving so freaking fast. How could anyone keep track? Then that snake is getting closer and closer to me until it finally eats me. And holy crap! That cat just saved my life with its freaking farting rainbows, and oh my god, I beat it. Oh my god. 101. Holy cow. That is freaking amazing. I cannot believe I just beat this game. This is one of the hardest, really short games I've ever played before in my entire life. You have to have the most lightning reflexes and patience to beat this game. Now, this game can be found on the Wii, and even the Wii U's homebrew channels, and probably some other versions of it floating around there on the internet, and I recommend you strongly get a hold of this game, because it is definitely one of the best homebrew games I have ever played. And certainly, it will definitely give me nightmares. But, that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching.